when the garage doors are closed and it's daytime or nighttime, this is what it looks like inside. Kind of shitty. So what I've done is I've ordered 1.5 meter long ceiling light LED things. This is my lightsaber. So I'll just do the rest and we'll do... I'm stoked, bro. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see this, but I've got really, really crappy lighting, kind of whatever was built into the garage. That one is actually a Jimmy rig plugged into an outlet that doesn't turn off. As long as it's in the outlet, it's on. I got another one of these right there that you can't see in the frame, but when all the lights are on, as you can see, it does not give me very much light. And when the garage doors are closed and it's daytime or nighttime, this is what it looks like inside. Kind of shitty, like a really dark man cave. I don't like it. I wanted ceiling lights, but I didn't want the hexagon, all fancy auto detailing ones because I heard they kind of suck. And I don't want to be like everybody else. It's just super orangey. And if I want to come out here late at night, I want full sunshine daylight. Plus, if I have those open and it's peak summer, it's hot as hell, and I have an air conditioning unit, and there's bugs everywhere. So what I've done is I've ordered 1.5 meter long ceiling light LED things. There should be 7 in this package. I'm gonna do a time lapse of me mounting them, showing you a before and after, and if it's good or if it's shit. This was super cheap. Each light was like 10 bucks. Or 15. Plus, getting these lights in is gonna help me organize the tool bin drawer system. If you guys know what it's called, I can't think of the English word for it. I've lived in Poland so long that I'm like losing some English words. Toolbox? I don't know. So there are these things. This is all written in Polish, but basically it says lamp sealed hermetically. LED, 80 watt, 7,200 lumens, 1.5 meters. And the Kelvin level is 6,000. It's a little bit bluer than I wanted, but this was what was available to me. I heard like a 5,000 is best for garages. It gives you the most natural light. Now, you guys in the United States are super lucky because most of your square footage is covered in drywall. That's how they make walls and ceilings. In Europe, we use cinder blocks and like concrete and rebar. So to drill any screws into the wall, you need a hammer drill. Causes a lot of fuss, makes a huge mess. It's a pain in the ass, especially if you get the holes wrong. But essentially, they're just LED light bars. Super cheap, super light. I actually might be able to stick this on the ceiling with dual-sided tape. That's what I'm hoping that I'll have to do. I got 7 because it's a 3-bay garage. So I'm thinking 2, 2, 2, and then 1 additional one above the workbench. Also, I'm not going for symmetry here. I'm gonna do it by eye. So I'm not gonna like measure out what's the best. I'm just gonna stick it up here and hope for the best. Also, I'm kind of concerned that this isn't gonna work because there's like these end plugs, but I didn't see any cables in there. So there's absolutely no instructions in this box. So I'm gonna wing it. Maybe there's something inside. Also, I don't know if you could see this, but there's like glue here. So this end cap is glued on. So me unscrewing this end piece kind of, I think I screwed myself over. Okay, so we've hit our first issue and it kind of sucks, but it's okay because I kind of know electrical. Hopefully we'll figure it out. As you guys can see right here, I have the standard wire that gives me power out of the ceiling. Now, the issue is that I had originally this thing, which is just a cable with a thing and the light bulb plugged into positive and negative, right? And so what I did was I put a full length cable roll that I have there, and I've taken this end unit because this is all sealed, right? The end caps are sealed because it's like IP67 waterproof or whatever. But I thought that they connected to each other because there's a dongle on this side and there's a dongle on this side. But basically, you just have to put the positive and negative in there, shove them in there, and it's like one of those Chinese finger traps. It stays in there. So currently, if I flick on the light, just for this light switch, it'll power on. And that's a good thing because at least I know it works and it's bright as fuck. So that's good. My issue is now that I need to figure out how to splice two of them together with one light switch, because the issue is the cables, like two of them won't fit into each hole. It'll only take one cable. So I got to do some splicing in the middle, I think, and do some jimmy rigging. We'll see how it goes, but that's the process so far. This is my lightsaber. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these, but they're sick. They're like, I remember in the States we had wire nuts, and basically they're like a yellow hat that you take two wires and twist them together and it holds them together. But this basically has like a flick switch. So you open up the doors, shove the wire in, and it crimps it down. And then you get the instant connection. So what I'm going to do, taking the positive and negative out of the wall, conjoining it into the main cable, splitting it into two onto two separate lights. Wish me luck. So after splicing the two lights, I hung one. Hopefully it'll stay there with the sticky pads instead of having to drill. Let's test it out. Let's see if the draw of two lights is enough for the cable. That's the biggest issue. Hey! Okay, I need new connectors. Because I tried to fit two into a small hole. Didn't really work, but it works. So I'll just do the rest, and we'll do... All right, so what I decided to do was go to the hardware store and get these 3-piece connectors versus this 2-cable connector where it just like goes in, snaps, and then you put another same color cable on the other side. Now I could do 3 of the same color in one and they all connect. That way I can take the main line and then split it in the other 2. So far I've gotten these 2 working. I just connected those 2, so we're going to do the Testamundo. Yeah. So with the door closed, you can already tell that it's a huge improvement. Like, it's not dark and amber colored. As you can see, it's a much warmer LED light over there. So 1 more to go, and then, or 3 more, because I want 1 over the workbench. It just sucks because I thought they would daisy chain to one another, but it's not going to happen. Let me know in the comments if you have the conundrum of like, I want to do my garage and organize my tools, but first I need my tools to organize my garage. Like, just to find my wire cutters was a pain in the ass. But if I had lights and everything was organized, then I could find my wire cutters. It's like buying new scissors and then having to cut open the package, but you need scissors to cut open the package. The issue with this last bay is that my car's in the way and I can't get it out of the way, even though I have it on like rolling dollies because I have shit everywhere. And this one's totally crooked. Sticking the tape on these mounts was a way better idea because when I first mounted that thing, yeah, didn't work, fell down. I don't know if you guys noticed, but over there, there's a cable hanging out of the wall and a light switch over there. That don't work. So I had to resort to using the plug. Now the plugs obviously are reserved for the motors to open up the garage doors. When I bought this place, it had been abandoned for 20 years. So hoodlums came in here and just stole everything that is electric and can be sold. So the motors, gone. The gate motor, gone. Even the cables that were sticking out of the wall, most of them are like cut to the wall just to get some extra copper. I don't know. Now I can't really measure the length of the cable that I need because the car is there. So I'm just going to eyeball it. Always good to have extra cable in your house. You never know when you're going to do dumb shit in your garage. So this is the combination that I came up with. So basically, the 2 blue wires go into these 2 empty blue spots, and the 2 brown wires to go into these 2 brown empty spots. And then the ends of these go into the lights. Just like that, everything's connected. And that is all new shop lights. I'm pretty stoked. It's still too dark in here. I need another light up here. I need another couple of lights above the doors. But it's a huge improvement to what it was before. Obviously, now I got to clean up the wiring a little bit, make it look pretty. But this garage overall is going to get a huge, huge remodel. We might end up extending it out this way, knocking out the ceiling and making it vaulted. So this is a temporary solution that costs a little bit of money. Each light costs 15 bucks. All the wires and parts and everything cost about 20 bucks. I'm stoked, bro.